Hello grade 12s, my name is Priscilla SANELANE. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Today we are preparing for the business studies final paper. This is your paper 2 that you're going to be writing on the 13th of June if you're doing second chance matric. If you're in the class of 2025, chances are some of you have written, some of you haven't. If you haven't written, this is the video for you. So we are going to go through exam preparation of what you can expect your question paper to have and how you can maximize your marks in terms of answering the question. So we're also going to go through some few study tips that can be helpful for you to be able to bridge that gap that you have in your studying. The virtual class will be on Thursday the 12th of June at 5 p.m. and here's more details on how you can book your spot and join us. The good news is I now offer once-off live virtual classes to help you with your last-minute preparations for your exam papers. The timetable you are looking at shows you the upcoming virtual class date so that you can book for your papers accordingly. Booking your session is very simple and affordable. All you have to do is send me an email on the email address you are seeing on the screen, and on the subject line write exam prep. So because you are left with a couple of days until you write your exam and you already know the scope, that begins with management and leadership in terms of business ventures. What are the things that are going to be your concentration areas? That's what we are looking at now. So under management and leadership, the difference between leadership and management, that's your number one priority. Then also do the impact of each leadership style. We are past the point of just knowing different leadership style. I think that is grade 10 information. At this point, we are worried more about what are the impacts. Impacts, we mean advantages and disadvantages. Then lastly, the role of personal attitude in success and leadership. Those are the things that they like to ask under this topic. So if you run out of time, make sure at least those three things are the things that you do study. Investment securities. What are the focus areas under investment securities? Number one, the functions of the JSE. Even with the essay of investment securities, this is the first priority that they ask. What are the functions of the JSE? Then secondly, factors to consider before investing. This is another question they like to ask as an essay question. So if you can do these two, then you will be comfortable with your investment securities. Investment insurance, we are looking at the difference of compulsory and non-compulsory insurance. You need to be able to know what are the difference between compulsory and non-compulsory insurance. Number two, the 4 principles of insurance. And then number 3, which I think in my opinion they love best, is the advantages of insurance for businesses. Because it's business studies, everything must tie back to the business. 4 is the 4 forms of ownership. So in this one, we are looking at the characteristics of each form of ownership, the impact of each form of ownership, as well as defining limited and unlimited liability. By the way, just as we are mentioning this, I saw in my comments somebody was confused of the term 3 and term 4 topics that are already in the scope. This caters mostly to people who are going to be doing second chance matric, because you are tested on the whole scope of grade 12. If you're in the class of 2025, look at the APT. Where the ATP stops for term 2, those are the topics that you stop with. So most likely some of them won't be in there. So things like presentation and data response. If you're in second chance matric, this one will definitely be there for you. What are the areas of concentration? Factors to consider before, during, and after a presentation, as well as handling feedback. You need to make sure that you know those 2 things at the very least. Otherwise, if you have chance, you can also add in things like multimedia presentation. With economics, I was able to make a clear distinction between second chance matriculants and the class of 2025. I apologize because in business studies I did not. But if you are in the class of 2025, meaning in 2024 you were in grade 11, this year in matric, this is your scope for business ventures. business roles, areas of concentration. With business roles, we start with ethics and professionalism. Under this, what you first need to prioritize is the type of unethical and unprofessional business practices. They like the unethical and business practices in this section because that's what relates to a business, and that's what they would like to test. And then number 2, strategies to deal with unethical and unprofessional business practices. So basically the recommendation on how to deal with those unethical and unprofessional business practices. Social responsibility, corporate social responsibility, corporate social investment will be tested together, starting with the impact of CSR and CSI, and then the ways businesses can contribute towards the community, and lastly the triple bottom line, but rather more specifically the link between social responsibility and the triple bottom line. So you need to be able to study those and be comfortable with them. Then in human rights, inclusivity and environmental issues, under each one of those there are things that they like to ask. Under human rights, they like the human rights in workplace, and then under inclusivity they like the benefits of diversity in the workplace, and then in environmental issues they will most likely test the human health and the safety the human health and safety in the workplace. So you will notice that they like to tie it all to the workplace. Team performance and conflict management is your last topic in the scope. I have to apologize again. This topic was mistakenly left out, but that's not to say you shouldn't cover it. Under it, focus on the characteristics of successful teams, and then conflict resolution techniques, as well as dealing with difficult employees. And then just to again make a clear distinction between the second chance metric and the class of 2025, because the class of 2025 there are some things that are belonging to term 3. That means for business roles your 2 topics are ethics and professionalism and the team performance and conflict management only. So go focus on what falls under them only. To have YouTube recommend you more of my videos, be sure to click the like button and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below.